We believe in an individualized approach to facial plastic surgery to give you back your youthfulness and confidence. Having a consultation with us is as comfortable as seeing yourself in the bathroom mirror every single morning. Show us your likes, your dislikes, and we will give you a realistic expectation in how to safely approach this. One of the most rewarding aspects of a facial plastic surgeon is to exceed your expectation. We want to give you a youthful and natural look. One of the benefits of coming to Beach's Facial Plastic Surgery is that you will have not one, but two facial plastic surgeons to provide you with our honest opinion of how you should approach this journey with us.
One of the advantages of our practice is, since we specialize in plastic surgery of the neck up, is that we've become experts in that area. We've now expanded where we have multiple physician assistants, and we have another physician who's also a facial plastic and reconstructive surgeon, Dr. Yang, who's joined me in the practice to help further expand and meet the needs of our community. Number one reason why I chose this profession is that I like to see the results. I like to see positive change in individuals. I think a lot of what we do helps enhance somebody's self-esteem, makes them feel better about themselves, and that's just a good feeling to know that you're helping people in that way.
We have what I think is one of the biggest toolboxes to help with patient complaints. We have non-surgical and surgical options. My preference is to combine them both. Surgery is able to pull some things back, and then we can go in afterwards with more non-invasive techniques to improve skin quality and restore some volume loss underneath the skin. My overall mission for what I'm doing here is to help build patients' confidence. They come to me with some of their biggest insecurities and vulnerabilities in their appearance. I'm aiming to create confidence with my patients so they can go out and face the world with their best face forward.
So this office feels so different, specifically because there is the level of knowledge here. There are several doctors, there are of course the PAs and the additional medical staff and nurses. They have all of this experience. I feel 100% heard whenever I'm in the office. Beach's is a really great space simply because they have the best of the best at the top of their game. Everybody works together, everybody talks and is willing to learn from each other. And in that kind of environment, of course, you're not just going to get people who want to be the best, you're going to get actually the best of the best.
I was unhappy with my nose growing up my whole life, and I did a lot of research, and I came across Beach's Facial and Dr. Tremis, and I really wanted a surgeon who focused on the faces only. I feel like there's a lot of aspects to the face and symmetry, and I saw some of his before and afters. What really sold me was my consultation with Dr. Tremis. He really listened to what was important to me and what I really wanted to achieve. I knew right from the get-go that that was the surgeon I was going to trust for the surgery. I really wanted natural results, and Dr. Tremis prides himself on that. And I really wanted a surgeon who was going to complement what I already had, not change what my look was. When you're looking for a surgeon, you want somebody who's specializing in the kind of surgery that you're having, and that really gave me a lot of confidence in him. He showed me some before and afters that were comparable to what I would be looking at as far as surgery. So I was very excited to know that he had already done that and that they already looked so amazing. My first reaction, I was in tears. I was so happy that I did it. And my only regret is that I didn't do it before, because I think of all the times that I was self-conscious. How I feel now in my own skin when I look in the mirror, it's amazing. If you want to go to somebody who will listen to you, who will give you natural looking results that will complement your face, 100%, Dr. Tremis is the person that I would recommend.
One of the nice things about having our own office-based surgery center is that we can control the flow. So in other words, patients don't feel like a number. They get individualized treatment. So they're there, we have one area for them to begin their surgery, they have their surgery in one operating room, and then they come back to one area. The other advantage is that we're AAAC accredited, which means that we've had to undergo rigorous safety standards. And one of the things I pride myself on, since I'm also a AAAC surveyor, is to make sure that we provide the best care for patients, the best quality of care, the best outcomes in the safest manner possible. Finally, we use anesthesiologists. We don't use nurse anesthetists. So when a patient has surgery here, they actually have two doctors working on them. They have the doctor that's taking care of their anesthesia to make sure they're safe from that perspective, and then they have the surgeon or surgeons, if it's Dr. Yang and myself, working together, so they get that added benefit. It's always one-on-one treatment for the patient.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I was looking for someone to help with my acne scarring, and as someone who has always struggled with acne, you do anything you can to make your face look better. I did Accutane and it got rid of my acne, but then I was left with my scars. Having improvement in my acne scarring has been something I've wanted for a long time. From the moment you walk into this office, it's super friendly, make you feel comfortable. Of course, when you're doing anything to your face, it can be scary, so you definitely want to feel comfortable with them. Kayla was really great at explaining the why and the how behind the procedures. Having an explanation really helped me feel comfortable with it. I just trust them and their expertise. Being able to see results is huge. In my opinion, I think it's very much worth it. Taking that initial step of making that appointment, making that consultation would make people really happy.
I was unhappy with my nose growing up my whole life, and I did a lot of research, and I came across Beach's Facial.
I just was looking just to kind of spruce up my appearance and feel better about myself, and I'm really happy at Beach's.
Everyone's super friendly. They make you feel comfortable. Of course, when you're doing anything to your face, it can be scary. So you definitely want to feel comfortable with them.
Wonderful, caring people. They put you first, no matter what it is. I've been to other practices and I never felt as comfortable as I do when I come here.
What really sold me was my consultation with Dr. Tremis. He's very personable. He really listened to what was important to me and what I really wanted to achieve. I knew right from the get-go that that was the surgeon I was going to trust for the surgery.
From the minute we sat in his consult room, we became friends. When you become a patient, you are family.
It was such an easy process and everyone was very welcoming.
To grow with them over the years has been a joy for me. Nobody could believe I ever have surgery.
It's definitely very natural, and it's a subtle change, and everyone just tells me that I look like I'm glowing.
I think it's worth it. Taking that initial step of making that appointment, making that consultation would make people really happy.
Just how I feel now in my own skin when I look in the mirror, it's amazing. 100%. Dr. Tremis is the person that I would recommend.
My name is Addie, and I found Beaches through Kayla. I've known her now for 15 years. My first consultation, I actually came because as an adult, I got acne. I was a little bit embarrassed about how my skin looks as an adult. Kayla met me where I was and was able to really make it make sense for me when it came to making my face match how I feel inside. Several options are usually presented to me. I'm able to ask questions without feeling stupid, and then I'm given really simple answers. As I've gone through the processes, I've been laid out a plan. It's been so clear, so concise, and we're following it through where it's really super easy steps. I just pop into the office for 30 minutes at a time. And then I have been seeing results, I feel like shockingly quickly, where the first time that I had skin pin done to my face, I immediately noticed a difference, and then it continued to get better and better. I've honestly had some of the best skin that I've ever had. I feel like I'm going to match my insides to my outsides for once, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Skin Pin is a FDA-approved microneedling device. It is one of my favorite treatments for acne scarring, as well as these necklines that people are complaining about now. The Skin Pin device uses small needles to create hundreds of thousands of channels in your skin. The needle pokes are essentially a controlled injury to the skin to instigate your skin's own natural healing response. So we're able to boost up that collagen production without risking scarring by injuring the skin. It's very controlled. We also offer the option to add PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, to the service, which we highly recommend to help expedite healing. So PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, is obtained from the patient's own blood. It is centrifuged or spun down for about 10 minutes, and we're able to remove strictly the platelet-rich plasma. The PRP has a bunch of different proteins, growth factors, cytokines, so it's going to just hike up that response a little bit more and have even better results in a quicker time frame. A lot of my patients are coming in and asking about Skin Pin for, texture, fine lines in the face, or hyperpigmentation. And once they have a couple of treatments, they are so very pleasantly surprised by how much softer their necklines are. That's something that people are complaining about a lot right now, are these horizontal necklines. So being able to use that Skin Pin, which is a relatively non-invasive, quick procedure to soften those up for people, is awesome. For fine texture issues on the skin, fine lines, and acne scarring, the results give an airbrushed look is the best way I can describe it. It helps soften those concerns down and just make your skin just look more smooth overall.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I found Beaches and connected with Kayla. I was looking just to kind of spruce up my appearance and feel better about myself, and I'm really happy that I found her. Kayla is very heavy on education, and she informs you about the entire procedure, gives you her honest opinion, and I just felt really comfortable with her. Kayla specifically asked me the type of goals that I was looking for, what I wanted out of this experience, and then she also combined that with her professional input, and we were able to create a solution based on injectables and Botox that worked really well for me. It was such an easy process, and everyone was very welcoming. My quality of life has certainly increased. I feel much more confident in my appearance, just happier and just overall satisfied. I feel like she didn't change my looks completely, they're just enhanced. It's definitely very natural, and it's a subtle change, and everyone just tells me that I look like I'm glowing. For people who are hesitant about Botox or fillers, a lot of people have this misunderstanding or misinterpretation that fillers and Botox create this very fake, wild look, and it's not like that. Nobody really is going to know that you have it because they want to keep it within that natural beauty realm, and it's exciting, and I recommend it for anyone.
I think the bottom line here to me that's very important is that we're all out for the patients.
I had no hesitation. I felt I was in good hands and very comfortable with him and was looking forward to the outcome.
They made me feel very comfortable. Didn't feel like I was just a number being pushed through.
I think what keeps me most excited about my practice is seeing the smiles on patients' faces after their procedure. After a couple weeks, they just seem like a different person. They have more self-esteem, they have more confidence.
Now, I feel more confident about myself.
The results are still showing, and that says a lot.
I want to be known for offering patients cutting-edge technology, that the best that's available out there with the best outcomes.
Patients don't look over-pulled or overdone or too tightened or too tweaked. Everybody just looks refreshed, very natural.
A lot of other areas of the country, especially in some of the larger cities like Beverly Hills and New York, is more interested in creating a created look or giving patients a created look. I'm more interested in giving patients a look that best fits their face while give them some youthfulness to what they want, but while still looking natural.
It was exactly what I wanted. It didn't look like I got done. It was just a great procedure. It went awesome.
One of the things that I enjoy about doing injectables is the immediate results you see from that. And so when patients come in and they have a deep fold or a deep line, and you show them the before and then you inject them and they see the after, it's not something they have to wait to see improve. They can see the then and there. And I enjoy it. And I think one of the things that patients pay a lot for fillers, they pay a lot for Botox. And they deserve my treatment or my PA's treatment who does the treatment just like me. They don't need somebody else. You're paying all this to go to a mid-level provider and have never seen the doctor. And so I think patients deserve that, and that's why we emphasize that here at our practice, and that is physician-led injectables.
So after my nose job, probably about 3 months after, a lot of the girls I work with, I bartend sometimes on the weekends, they all have injections and Botox, and I was like, I want to get my top lip done. It's small, and it kind of bothered me after I started noticing the difference that it makes. And I came in and talked to him about it, and he agreed, and he was like, we can do a little bit, And then we did it that day, and it looked amazing, and I was in love. So after that, I've been coming back.
My driving force, I would say, is the fact that I like to be at the top of my profession. I want to be known for offering patients cutting-edge technology, that the best that's available out there with the best outcomes.
He genuinely loves what he does. He cares about his patients. He loves helping them and making that difference in their life. It's a lifestyle for him. He breathes medicine, and he breathes making his patients happy.